Alright, so hello everybody. Welcome to Banjo Kazooie. Uh, as I was showing you guys what, you could pick, but nobody picked anything, so I just decided to do Banjo Kazooie because for whatever reason I really wanted to do Banjo Kazooie. And Banjo Tutti. We'll be doing one and then immediately roll right into Tutti. Now, if we go to achievements, as you can see, this is obviously a 360 game. I do have all the achievements in it, as you can imagine. It's not that big of a surprise. Now, as for like collectibles and that, oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, so all my games are empty, but I don't know if that means that because there is a collectible in them. I don't remember what they're called. They're eggs though. That transfer over into Banjo Tooie and unlock stuff. I don't know how that'll work considering that I'm on the Xbox One, but I imagine it would work just fine. But I don't know if they're going to actually be there since I do technically already have them. But since, once again, I'm on the Xbox One, I don't know if it'll register that I have them. Also, I can completely talk over all of these cutscenes because they don't actually say anything. You will have to read the subtitles. It is just them making weird noises. But yeah, I fucking love these games. Both of them really good. Banjo Tooie, just a straight improvement on this game. Although, I will admit there are a couple things that I feel this game actually does do a little better. As you can imagine, or as you may know, I am all for finishing a game as I go through it. And this game does that, allows you to do that. It allows you to 100% every level without having to come back to it later, whereas Banjo Tooie, you can get the majority, although I think there's one level where you can't actually get all that much. But you can get the majority of stuff in a level, but you will have to come back with different abilities that you get from a later level to finish them, whereas this one here, there's one instance where there's basically two levels that you get access to at more or less the same time. And if you do them in the wrong order, you will have to come back to the one to do it. But also this game here, once you kill an enemy, it's dead. It will not come back. And anything that the enemy drops, like health or anything, or I think actually all the enemies drop their health, it will remain on the ground indefinitely. So you will not have to worry, like if you take damage and you've killed an enemy at some point, you can just go and find it and pick it up. Whereas in the second game, all the enemies respawn and what they drop will disappear, which is unfortunate, but it's a much bigger game, so it makes sense that the stuff disappears. Like I said, there's two things that I love it when a game does, which is they don't respawn enemies. Maybe outside of like specific instances. Like for example, Resident Evil 4, obviously the enemies don't respawn, but there are instances where an area will repopulate with new zombies. Or there'll be like a specific instance. I think there's actually only one in Resident Evil 4 where like an enemy where there is infinite spawns, but that's because like that section's on a time limit or something, you know? But yeah, we're going to be playing the fuck out of Banjo-Kazooie for the next few weeks. I'm going to try and do one level per video. This first video might be a little... Although, Mumbo's Mountain, I think, is the first level. I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie very much. I think I've actually only played Banjo-Kazooie once. But Banjo-Tooie, though, I played the fuck out of Banjo-Tooie, man. Like, you have no idea how much I played that. And I didn't even technically own that game. It wasn't mine. I stole it from my cousin. Or sorry, I borrowed it from my cousin and then failed to return it forever. But yeah, I played the fuck out of it. So this is Bottles. He teaches us moves in this game. He teaches us quite a few right away here. He's going to teach us like the very basics of it. And the best part is that this first area that we're in is actually the first area in both games. And he's here to teach us like the same moves in both games as well. You can obviously skip him in the sequel, but that's actually one thing that this game did that a lot of other games fail at, which is every ability that you learn in this game, you just automatically have at the beginning of the next game. You don't have to relearn everything. It's not like some games where you have to learn how to kick. Or, you know, where you have to learn something in the first game and then, oh, the second game starts, oh, you know what, I have amnesia, so, you know, I no longer know how to do everything. I'm going to accept, just so that, you guys can see. Also, depending on how long this is, because I can't imagine very many, there's 1 or 2 levels that'll probably take me a little while to get through. So depending on how long it takes us to get through like the basic training here, I may very well just make this the first part. Which one is talk? X. But yeah, I may very well just make the training the first video, because why not? You're gonna get 3. There isn't that many levels in these games. And if I do manage to do 1 per, it should work out rather well. And since I did leave in the opening cutscene there, because the music is awesome, that obviously will extended it quite a bit. Okay, so that there was, where is it? Which, oh, okay, I lied. I don't actually know what he taught me there. But yeah, like as you can see, like you actually don't have any abilities whatsoever until you talk to him if you accept the training. I'm pretty sure if you decline, you just automatically get all your abilities. So yeah, here he's gonna do. I am gonna speed these up now. But yeah, if you jump, yeah, so that's very basic. Hold A, you jump slightly higher than if you don't hold A. Now we get the double jump, which Kazooie comes out. And now I think this is the... Yeah, this is your high jump where you crouch in. Haha! And that is all of our jumps. Whee! Aha! Now these are honeycombs. These actually work different in Banjo Tooie as well. That's a little honeycomb thing here we'll explain to you, because everything talks in this game, which is really weird. Once we fill that honeycomb shape with empty honeycombs, it will give us an extra hit. Alright, what's this one? Swim underwater. Yeah, so... Yeah. X to dive. So now we can swim because we can X to dive. Yeah, so A kicks for Banjo to go slow. And X makes Kazooie. And then, unfortunately, that's your 2 options. There's very little reason to use Banjos. In all honesty, you're pretty much always going to be using Kazooies. And then in Banjo Tooie, you can actually get it so that you use both. So that, like, that very slight gap in between Kazooie's strokes, Banjo is still kicking. Now we get some combat training, I do believe, up here. The Claw Swipe, which is an attack that you will pretty much never use in this entire game. So yeah, this here is your first basic attack. When you're standing still, you do that. You do move ahead slightly as you do it, and if like you're moving slowly, you'll also do it. Fuck. One of the reasons why it's never used. There it is. Here's the attack that you will always use, mainly because it's the same button, obviously. And but it's when you hit X when you're moving, and you're pretty much never not moving. Like, there are very few instances where you're moving slow enough to do it, and there's an enemy. Because, like, the only time that you move slowly is when, like, you need to sneak up on something, or maybe if you're moving across, like, a very narrow platform, but in those instances, they don't put enemies there. So there's very little reason to, and then this one you'll also use. Oh, come on. There it is. That one you also don't use very often. It does come in handy in very specific instances, unlike Claw Swipe, which is never handy. Alright. So that is all of our attacks. Now, I do believe that you actually get a honeycomb piece for every training thing that you do, so that you actually start the game with 1 extra health than you normally did. Yeah, Bottles and Kazooie don't get along at all. Ha! 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 Now this, while a very useful attack to break stuff, actually becomes less useful in Banjo Tooie because there's less stuff that it can break, and there's actually an entire other attack that you need to use for the most part to break a lot of stuff. It's weird. Alright, what do you got now? Okay. Oh, and that's top of, yeah. And that will let you climb. Now, I don't think that there's anything on top of the trees. But yeah, that's that. I saw another honeycomb there. I think there might be another one in the water somewhere. Maybe. Oh yeah, and then if we get in there, we get a 1-up, but it's completely worthless. Mainly because, just like in most old school games with 1-ups, and I found out recently, Super Mario Galaxy. Now, fortunately, I don't think we have, yeah, we don't. Ah, there it is. Unfortunately, we don't have a first-person mode in this one. That is something that you do get in the second one, but it's actually something you can miss entirely. Well, no, I guess you don't miss first-person mode. You get a zoom function in the sequel that you can miss. I could have swore that there was maybe... I don't know. I'm actually going to go and hit this one again because I don't remember. I don't actually know what he said. Oh, that's just the camera. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe there isn't an entire new... Or maybe you don't get another hit in Spiral Mountain. I thought you did. Oh, there it is. I mean, I was sure that you did, but I guess I just didn't go far enough. Yeah, there's one... Yeah, there we go. I thought so. Oh, they probably can't get up there because of the stream. Oh, no, that's fine, apparently. Ah, there we go. Now, I think actually we can go here. View totals. Spiral Mountain, 6 out of 6. It also keeps track of how much time you have there, which would be nice because that means that I now know that we've only been here for 10 minutes. So odds are Mumbo's Mountain will be a part of this video. Because as you can imagine, there isn't a whole lot left. But yeah, Kazooie actually spends a good amount of time in this game trying to get Bottles to teach her how to fly. Which is weird that a bird needs a mole to teach her how to fly, but... So yeah, that's Grunty's lair. And this is pretty much where the entire game takes place. Uh, there is very little to do within Grunty's lair, but so yeah, the whole point is that Grunty wants to be young again, young and beautiful again. So she kidnapped, Tutti, who is considered apparently the prettiest person in this game specifically, I guess. Um, which I mean is fair. She's small and adorable, and the only other characters are all, not. If you get a game over, Grunty actually wins, or if you quit the game, even that also counts as a game over kind of, and Grunty wins. But yeah, you need. Here's your main collectible, which is Jiggies, because we gotta get jiggy with it. That's how we unlock all the levels, is with those. There is more than enough, way more than enough to, oh, I can't actually get up there until I get an ability. Cool. There is way more than enough of any collectible in this game to beat it, but if you do collect every collectible, you get bonuses for the final fight, which very, very comes in handy. So yeah, every world has a picture that you have to find. Most of them are really close by. There's a couple that you actually have to seek out. And they're all missing a certain amount of jigsaw pieces. And then you just hit A to automatically puts it in. And that opens a level. There's also other doors that you need musical notes to open. But you don't get musical notes out here. You only get... There's, I want to say, 10 jigsaw pieces out in like that area. But here's our first world, Mumbo's Mountain. We have 3 new moves in this place because, there's obviously more stuff to learn. These are Jinjos. There's 5 of them in every level. You have to collect all 5 in order to get one of your, like if you go to totals, I think, you'll see there's 100 notes, 10 jigsaw pieces, 2 honeycombs, and 5 Jinjos. That's, I'm pretty sure, the standard for every, I mean, there's guaranteed 10 jigsaw pieces and 100 notes in every level, and the 5 Jinjos. And I think that there's only 2 honeycomb pieces in every level. I don't think that there's any with more than that. But yeah, these are notes. They're fairly worthless outside. Like I said, they do unlock areas within Grunty's lair, but that's pretty much it. There's 100 of them in every one. They do all come as singles, so there is literally 100 of them in every level. But they also pretty much always come in groups. So it's very, very rare that like you won't get like 2, 3, or more at a time. Okay, that looks to be all the ones down here. Now, thankfully, when they re-released this for the Xbox, they did change it, because in the original Banjo-Kazooie, once again, I never played the original on the 64. The only one I ever played on the 64 was Banjo-Tooie. Oh yeah, these are honeycomb containers. They drop, I want to say, 3 honeycomb pieces. When you kill them. Aha, clever bear found it. You must search for 10 of us in each world. We'll help you progress through the witch's lair. Yep. Yeah, there's some that have like actual puzzles attached to them, and others. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can also just hit start and exit. Don't remember. I may actually need to like. Yeah, I don't remember how to get the orange over there. Yeah, I think I need to get up there first, and then I think I can get an orange. Unfortunately, you can't grab onto ledges in this game ever. It's not something that you learn. Can I grab this tree? I can. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. No, I will not give you back your orange. Yeah, whenever you have an item to give to somebody, they will, Banjo will just pick it up above his head, or hold it above his head. And these guys are clearly like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, but they don't, for some reason, they don't call them that, even though both games were made by Rare. So, I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't have. And these are your eggs that are fairly worthless. They're so worthless, in fact, that in the second game, they basically just give you an infinite amount of them. But yeah, this is just basically another attack. Yeah, so you can either shoot them forward or shoot them backwards. Here's 50 to practice with, which is probably enough to beat the game, sadly enough. Oh, you also have to look for these Mumbo tokens in each world. They, oh, whoops. They're used for transformations later. Oh, barely made that. Alright, come here, Conga. Ah! Oh, okay, apparently I needed to hit him more than once. Alright. Oh, made it again. Just barely. Yeah? Ha! I missed. I missed. Ha! Haha, 3 hits and you're out, boy. That's the end of Conga. There's also that switch up there, but I want to say that we need to actually learn the ground pound in order to hit it. I'll go up and stand on it to see, but I'm pretty sure. Because there's one of those in every world as well. That's how you unlock the jiggies that are in the lair. Yeah, we need the other ability first. But yeah, there's 10 jiggies. I think it's 10. In Grunty's lair, and you need to find one switch in each world that will unlock it for you to use. Haha, goodbye to you, and we actually are missing a health, so I'll take that. And goodbye to you. And to you. And to you. Now, one thing that they did in the, I think I started talking about this and didn't finish, in the 64 is you had to collect, it saved your jiggies. Tackle, what? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so this does this. Unfortunately, it makes that noise. The entire time you're using it because, and I say unfortunately because obviously it's significantly faster than running as Banjo, and you pretty much always want to be doing it. It does let you get up steeper slopes than Banjo can get up, which is obviously useful. I don't think, it doesn't help you get up like every slope, like, oh my god, come on please, thank you. So, like, I don't think that it would help me get up this slope if I switch to Kazooie mode. It might, but I don't think so. Alright. Okay. And yeah, made it. Awesome. Oh. To break the first. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's only 50 notes to get through the first note door, which is obviously super easy. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, I'll try Kazooie, but like I said, I don't think that Kazooie... Oh, I don't know. Kazooie can fucking... Yep, just makes this pointless. I didn't need to worry about that at all. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is probably better than most games that came out for the 64, I will say. Most similar games, I guess. Like, I can't really say it's better than GoldenEye, because, I mean, those are two extremely different games that should not be compared. Because, I mean, it's just one of those things, right? Where that's like, do you prefer a platformer or... I know bears allowed in tickers, whatever. And you'll actually see... Oh, yeah. I think that right there is too slanted for Kazooie to climb up. Yeah, see, that's too much for Kazooie. Now we do have that slope. Can Kazooie do this one? She can. Okay, good. Because I think that might finish off all of our nodes once we get up this slope. But yeah, as for like difficulty, this game actually does have a couple of levels that are fairly difficult, or a couple of challenges within levels that are fairly difficult, but like overall, obviously, it's not a very hard game. I know that a lot of people like to compare it to Super Mario 64, which is fair. I mean, they are both platformers from the 64, so I mean, that makes sense. And I think he'll teach us the move we need. The Beak Buster, right? This is the ground pound. But I gotta say, having recently played Super Mario 64, Mario definitely harder than Banjo-Kazooie, but not necessarily because it's more difficult, but because there's more cheap shots in it, I want to say. Now this actually coming up is one of the few jiggies that you can really fuck up in this game. Also, the reason he taught us the Beak Buster is to do this. But you want to... I mean, you can still reach the other nodes from the ground because you can just... because you can just do that to get them. But, you know, obviously it's still better to just get them. Okay. Missed. Feed us with nice blue stones. And then each one spins a little faster. There we go. Okay, but then once you make it to this one, you want to jump up. Oh, god damn it. And, oh damn it. Stupid spinny thing. I gotta stop moving once I'm up there. Hey, there we go. So there's our first jigsaw, or not jigsaw, our first honeycomb. That's also pretty much the only time that you'll use a lot of eggs, is if you keep missing stuff. You use way more eggs in the second one, but once again, they make it pointless because they just give you so many. Oh no, that was somebody's house. Goodbye. There's also like no enemies that are an actual threat in this game. Hey, there's the Jinjo, which got us our Jiggy for this one. Our 5 Jinjo Jiggy. And what's it? Oh, and I missed that one entirely. This house, we get another 1-up, which is worthless. And last but not least, we get another Jiggy because we got all of them. Now, I don't know if each house has a specific thing in it, or if it's just like specific things will pop out in like the order that you do them. Come Come on. Get into those. There we go. So that makes 9. So we're almost done this world already. Like I said, it's a very short level. Oh man, we actually need one more, but there might be one in here. There are more Mumbo tokens than you need in the game as well. Because there is a couple of levels that have Mumbo tokens, but no Mumbo. Let's see, behind him? No. What about up top? Come on. Get up in his house and see. Come on, Mumbo, be a pal, be a buddy. No? No token in here, right? Well, you dick. Alright, we gotta go find another token. So you will end up with more of those than you need as well. It's always a good idea to check like behind his house and like underneath stuff and that, because it is obviously possible for them to be there. We'll go and we'll hit the button over by Conga. Don't know where the last token is. There is enough tokens in every level to get the transformation. That isn't something that you have to worry about ever. Like if you do a level out of order. If you do them out of order, though, you may very well have to come back and come back with an ability from a different level. But as long as you do them in the right order, which is pretty much the order that they're unlocked in, I think there might, like I said, there's like one level that unlocks more or less at the same time. I'm actually not sure if you can beat. Oh, look at that, you can. Ow, what? But he was dead. That's nonsense. Alright, well, you can't die. Okay, so we're missing one Mumbo token from somewhere. I did jump down and get that one, did I not? Because I saw one in behind. Yeah, okay, I did. Good. Okay, none up here. Let's go up here. I went around this. There was none here. Right, and I went inside and I did what little I could, which was basically nothing, and there was none in there. Maybe there's one around the outside of this place, though. Yeah, there it is. Boop. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is more or less the only time where you'll have to like really even a little bit search for the Mumbo tokens. Like I said, I only ever played this one once. So I don't know it nearly as well. Like when we get to Banjo Tooie, I know that like a motherfucker. Like I'll know exactly where to go, what order to do stuff in. Well, I say that, hopefully it ends up being true, but like we will cruise through Banjo Tooie. Whereas Banjo Kazooie, honestly, there's probably other Let's Plays out there that they definitely get through the levels faster than me. Like that, I have no doubt about. In fact, if you're interested in watching a different Let's Play of this, I don't know why you'd want to watch two at the same time. But I mean, I've watched, there was a little while ago, I watched like 3 Let's Plays of Dark Souls 2, like in a row. It was ridiculous. Especially considering that that's a game that I'm currently playing as well. But this should be our last notes. Yeah. Ow, prick. But I would recommend the LTM Killa is the YouTube channel. It's Michael from Achievement Hunter. But whenever I feel like watching but I really enjoyed it. I don't recommend watching his Banjo Tooie Let's Play because he knows surprisingly little about it. Gets it confused with this game fairly often, and doesn't finish it. So I mean, yeah, I don't recommend it. But his Banjo-Kazooie one is insanely informative. Yay! So now if we go to our totals, you'll see that we still have a honeycomb piece to get. But we do have all the notes, which in the original 64, because I think I started saying this a few times and never fucking finished it. If you didn't get all of the notes in one go, you left the level or shut off the game or died, it actually reset your notes and you had to collect all 100 again. That doesn't happen now, thankfully. That's not something you have to worry about, because that is something that they fixed for the 361. Where the hell? I actually don't remember where this honeycomb piece is. I did go all the way around this, right? Like I didn't stop partway through. Yeah, there's nothing here. Right. Okay. Damn it, I was doing so good. And then I fucking messed up the honeycomb piece. Because I don't remember where it is. It's not like in here, is it? No. But yeah, I was actually really disappointed that Michael never finished his Banjo-Tooie Let's Play. Because, I mean, I enjoy Banjo-Tooie more than I enjoy Kazooie. But I figure I have both. It is, you know, a number 1 and 2, so I mean, I may as well do them both, right? And like I said, Banjo-Kazooie isn't that long of a game. It shouldn't take us very long. And since that we don't have to backtrack in it, although apparently we do have to explore way more than I thought we would, due to me being an idiot and not remembering where the hell this other empty honeycomb piece is. Hang on. Because, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Okay. Yeah. Jiggies. Got those. Jinjos, yeah. Oh. There's where the hell is that? Oh, I think it's over here. Yeah, here it is. There's our second piece. You can obviously get that as the termite because the termite doesn't slide, but you can also slide down to the top to get it. Forgot about that one. But yeah, I'm fucking happy to be playing this again. Now, the thing with the transformations is you can't go very far outside the level with them. But it is useful to pretty much every grunty, well, maybe not every, but a good amount of the grunty ones will require you to have the transformation outside the level to get. Not, like I said, not all, but some. But thankfully, you don't have to worry about going back and transforming once you do it, because you can just leave the level and you'll just automatically transform back, which is obviously very, very nice. But yeah, that's Mumbo's Mountain done. That's, I think, just slightly over a half hour. This is a note door, sealed by Grunty. Yeah, so everything in this game is magic, everything in this game is alive. None of it makes any sense. Now, once again, there's way more musical notes than you need. There's I want to say there's 10 levels, so that'd be like 1,000 musical notes or something, but I don't even think that's true. I don't think there's quite 10 levels. I think there might be like 9 or something. Because I think you end up with like 800 or 900, but I could be wrong. But that'll be it for this part. Next part, we'll go through this door, make it to the next level, and kick the shit out of that one. Hopefully I won't forget where something is. But yeah, I hope you're excited for a lot of Banjo and Kazooie, a lot of Baron Bird. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more.